Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Oyster Radio, so today we need to take a look at what is going on with booster box prices of Glory of Team Rocket. Things have been a little bit dumb for a while. They are getting even dumber, significantly dumber. It's not ideal. I think it's probably a nice way to put it. Now, Glory of Team Rocket, of course, is going to be the new Japanese set, which is coming out very soon, and, it's Team Rocket focused, I think is probably the right way to put it. It's a very cool set. Now, remember, for us, we're getting Destined Rivals, which is our Team Rocket set, but, of course, Destined Rivals is an amalgamation, there's some decks and other things in there, but mostly it is Glory of Team Rocket in Japan, but also Hot Air Arena over in Japan. So we're essentially taking a main set and a mini set, mashing them into one, and that's going to be our English set. But if we're looking at prices of Glory of Team Rocket right now, oh my word, things are getting dumb. Now, to put that into context, the retail price of a booster box over in Japan, if you want to actually go and buy a booster box over in Japan, and you pick it up for retail, you are going to be spending 5,400 yen. And I know not all of you can translate yen into dollars in your head, so let me tell you, 5,400 yen basically comes in at $37, $36.66 at today's exchange rate. It's a $37 box. And I know you have to pay to get it shipped over from Japan, etc. So maybe $50, $60, that's about fair. $60 would be on the upper end of what we should be paying really here. But I understand that, people are importing it in and there's shipping costs and all of that. I suppose I get it. But it's a $37 box. That's how much it should cost. Anybody want to guess what people are asking for over on eBay right now? $180 to $185. $180 to $185. That basically means you're talking 5 times retail. You are paying for one box what people should be paying for 5. And like I say, I know that there is an element here of having to pay to send them over and all of that. But even with that borne in mind, this is absolutely absurd. And I left on when I cut this picture out. 83 sold. 246 sold. 410 sold. Don't worry about the shipping, by the way, because that's looking to ship to me in the UK. Obviously, we're looking at listings in the US, so that's why it looks a little bit ridiculous. Although, to be fair, the shipping doesn't look ridiculous. The price looks ridiculous. Like, this person's charging $185 and they can't even be bothered to update their listing to use an actual picture of the booster box. They're just using a mock-up that somebody made before the official reveal of the set with the artwork and all of that. Who's charging 5 times retail and cannot be bothered to put an actual picture of the box on the listing? That's just lazy, ladies and gentlemen. That's just lazy. Now, I did show you that there were actually a bunch sold a second ago, but if we switch over into sold listings over on eBay, we see the same kind of thing. Last 3 sales, 180, 183, 190. Things are getting very, very silly. It's not just that these are being sold or listed for 5 times retail. It's that people are apparently happy to pay 5 times retail for them. And to put it very, very simply, this is silly, and people should not be doing this. Partly, there's a real element here of just not feeding the scalpers. Because if we just go and pay this and go, oh, well, that's the going rate, then yeah, that will become the going rate. And we will never get it back again. Which is, no. That's not something we want to encourage. But then, by the same token, there's just no value here. You're just not getting value from these boxes at this point. Like, what do you expect is going to be in that box? So to take an example here, let's say we got Mewtwo. Now, there is a Team Rocket's Mewtwo, so there's going to be a special illustration rare of Team Rocket's Mewtwo. That is going to be a thing that is actually going to happen. We can assume that's going to be a given, right? Well, why are we paying $180 for a box for a chance of that? Let's go and have a look at the previous set. Let's have a look at the Hot Air Arena set. Now, to be fair, we do have a Cynthia's Garchomp that right now is about a 35,000 yen card. That's about what we're looking at. And that actually is a $238 card. That's very expensive. If you pay $180 for the box and you pull the biggest card in Hot Air Arena at least, you're talking about $238. You've actually made like a $50, $60 profit. Yay! The second biggest card in Hot Air Arena is Ethan's Ho-Oh, which is going for about 25,000 yen, which is $170. Which means that if you paid these ridiculous prices for Hot Air Arena, there are exactly one cards that will make it worth it if you can pull it. There is one card that is actually worth more than $180 in that box. Are you confident you're going to pull that one card with the tiny low pull rate? Maybe you will. And like I say, if you do, wonderful. Your odds are incredibly low. And there is one card that can actually pull that off. But if you want, we can keep playing this game. So how about we look at battle partners? How many cards in the set are worth more than $180? Lily's Clefairy. Exactly Lily's Clefairy. That is the only one which is worth more than $180. Every other card in the set is worth less. Okay. Not ideal. How about Prismatic Evolutions? The Umbreon. Exactly the Umbreon. And if you pull the Umbreon, good work. That was a box well bought. Buying that box was a good idea. But if you don't pull exactly the Umbreon, then you've overpaid for the box. See what I'm getting at here? I've just shown you the last 3 sets. And in each of those 3 sets, there was one card, a single solitary card, that was worth more than $180 as a single. And again, your chances of pulling that one card are just extremely low. Just hilariously low. So why would we go and buy a box for that much? Singles aren't seeing the same rise as boxes. It is boxes that are going dumb right now. Boxes are getting ridiculous. So go and buy singles. Because we also know Pokemon are working on this. Partly they've literally told us. And partly, I remember when I went to Japan in 23 for Worlds, we had Ruler of the Black Flame. That was the big new set. I could not buy a booster box of this set. When I went to Japan, booster boxes of this set were not available. Just wasn't a thing. Could not buy a box of that set. And I tried. I went to a lot of card stores. And then give it a few months and it was everywhere. I bought a couple boxes of it. And then I stopped buying boxes because I'd bought as many boxes as I want and it was still available. We see these peaks and troughs. Now, can I guarantee that Glory of Team Rocket is going to get a big reprint and be readily available? No. But we can look at previous sets and go, well, hang on a second. Pokemon did reprint that a lot over and over again and made it better. We can also look and say there's just no value in these sets. You're not getting good value from the singles. So why would we bother at this point? And the answer is, I don't think we should. I don't think at this point buying a box is worth it. Firstly, the prices are just absolutely absurd. But secondly, you're not getting value from the box. Not unless you hit exactly the one big card in the set. So basically, we've got three choices here. You can just wait for a restock, which might not happen, but it has happened a lot before. You can just buy singles, which is, it's a bit sad, but that's what I'm going to end up doing. Because singles are just going to be available, and singles are not ridiculous like boxes are. Or you can pay massively over the odds, knowing that the chance of getting value from the box comes down to, can you hit exactly that one card in the set which is worth it? I don't think that's a gamble worth taking personally, but I'm me, you're you. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Jelena Renji, who's been a supporter of ours for a long time now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross and you've been watching PTCG Radio.